You're watching the Council in Brief. I'm your host, Susan Kennedy. We're here with all the news of the Montgomery County Council for this third week in May. We start this week with a vote on an amended version of the proposed ambulance fee. A similar proposal was rejected by voters in 2010. However, County Executive Ike Leggett reintroduced the bill to offset the shift of teacher pension costs by the state. In the end, the council voted to approve the fee by a vote of 6-3. The fee would be charged to patients but paid by health insurance. People without health insurance and those below a certain income level would not have to pay the fee.
What was convincing to me was when the county executive in his approach this time said, we will make it very clear that no Montgomery County resident will be charged for anything for any reason. That was good enough for me, and also that we're using someone from the Office of Consumer Protection to be a patient advocate. I can't think of anything more important than that right now, and also that the bill has a sunset date so that we can gather information, we can see if it's working.
But now within the bill, it does state very clearly that if you don't have insurance, you will not receive a bill. We have created a position in the Department of Consumer Protection, which is very important to make sure that if there are any types of issues or misinformation, that they're going to be addressed. You know, all of these different components are really, really critical, in my opinion, in making sure that the public then understands.
Councilmember Andrews has vigorously fought the fee when it came before the council in the past. He says the measure could go to referendum to be decided once again by the voters of Montgomery County.
I think that it was a very bad move for the council to override the voters' clearly expressed decision, and it wasn't an advisory opinion, it was a decision. There was a lot of campaigning. People are smart in Montgomery County, and they decided that they didn't want ambulance fees for anyone as a public policy. And so, of course, time will tell if we have a referendum on this issue again, but I wouldn't be surprised.
A proposed 16-pump gas station in Wheaton has resulted in new legislation at the council level. Several council members have expressed their concern over Costco's plans to put the gas station just yards away from a neighborhood swimming pool and homes. Councilmember Marcelrich has introduced a zoning text amendment that would ban mega gas stations from locating within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, hospitals, or other areas used for recreation.
The ZTA represents the legitimate use of zoning in order to protect public health, safety, and welfare. I found that the more I read about gasoline, about emissions, and particularly about emissions during idling, the more I came to realize that the current law did not reflect the current state of the scientific understanding of the health effects of emissions. As this understanding has evolved, we as public officials have an obligation to ensure that our laws reflect our current knowledge. Put another way, once we know something, we can't not know it.
The council also sits as the Board of Public Health, and when this issue came to my attention by the people standing behind me who live in the closest proximity to this mega station, it was clear to me that we had to use our voices as members of the county council to stop this situation from moving forward.
Recently, the council hosted a series of speakers as part of its Shaping Our Future briefings. Those briefings were designed to assist county leaders in building a stronger economic foundation for our future. One suggestion that came out of one of the sessions was the creation of a Chief Innovation Officer position, someone to help create new economic opportunities and embrace innovation.
Well, what I hope this person will do is what this person has done in San Francisco and in Philadelphia, which is engage our community and ask our community for their notions of how we can take full advantage of all the data the county has. So that there are many communities now that are using county data to create economic opportunities, mobile apps on your phone, so that now you will know something about your community or know how to take advantage of something that you didn't previously do.
Well, that does it for this edition of the Council in Brief. For County Cable Montgomery, I'm Susan Kennedy. Thanks for watching.